Oh, we're going to do some cleaning today. We want that heart to be purified, to feel good about you being you in that mirror. There was a quote that was on a new television series called Daisy Jones and the Six. And the quote is something that I've heard a million times in my life. But when I heard it watching it last night, it hit me harder than any other time in my life. The quote was, "Some people don't know how lucky they are." My mother used to use this phrase many, many, many times. And maybe hearing it again last night was a personal reminder from my mom to stay strong, to remain in life without being physically away. Have that physical voice. Have that hand to hold. I do believe in the Yoda effect. I didn't understand it at the end of Star Wars when George Lucas featured Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Darth Vader standing there tightly wrapped in a glow. Didn't understand it when I was a kid. Feeling the Force today means tapping into the spirit of life after life. The strength of those who were once walking with it. It doesn't come with lightsabers and amazing talents to raise a spacecraft. But in their own spirited way, the guides and keepers help clear the way through another day. Some people just don't know how lucky they are. Hey, it's Arrow. This is The Daily Mess, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. I do not know how lucky I am to be able to find enough space to write throughout the day, especially in the morning. 3 pages in the morning. Don't have a limit in the afternoon when I defrag, but I do not know how lucky I am until we talk about it. And we realize it isn't even about that page. It's about where these words grow beyond those speakers. This is The Daily Mess. Whew, it is a frozen morning today. 27 degrees. All set inside a brightly lit, sunshine-filled atmosphere of growing shadows. There's always a warm feeling of calm when the temperature is below freezing. Placing myself in its source of flow is what I call stand-up meditation. Walking through the forest at sunrise, lightly painted pink clouds greet the imagination, while the warmth of our air touches the chilled atmosphere, turning it into a mist. A tiny cloud that barely lasts a few seconds. What lives in that universe? How fast is their time? Here, then gone. What lessons can be learned by this? Just taking a moment to embrace a frozen path with the sunlight racing to heal the human shivers. Stand-up meditation. No legs crossed, no humming involved. Make yourself available to receive what's in the universe, and then stepping into the comforts of handwriting. I do wonder many times, and I'm probably being a fool for thinking like this, or just weird. Lord knows I've been accused of that my entire life, just weird. When we hear things in a church or in a business world, the Tony Robbins of the world, when they put out there a word, a message that makes you go, whoa, whew, I felt that. Do you write about it? Where do you go? Or do you just highlight it in the book and say, I'll come back to it another day? Those moments where you are frozen. Those moments when you are frozen, 27 degrees or colder. I've been in 52 below zero weather. I know cold, and I know how your nose sticks together if you don't have it properly covered. But there are so many people around us dropping these amazing quotes, and we take them in. It's like, oh, I needed that. But unless you physically write the experience of receiving it and how it's going to grow beyond you, you'll easily forget about it. Tell me what you've heard this week so far. Did you write about it? There's great joy in going back into my writing, especially the defrag journal, and seeing, oh, well, this is where you were tripping up. This was your trigger yesterday. I can see at this distance, 24 hours later, I can see where things started to stumble and crumble away. It's there. The experience, just taking the time. Some people just don't know how lucky they are. And I do feel lucky that I have this desire to write. So why do I talk about it all the time? Why wouldn't I want to share the experience with you? To get you just to put a thought down. Put it on a Post-it note. If you have to, grab your smartphone and put it on the smartphone or put it inside the computer. Just something to come back to that says, whoa, I'm still getting hit by the power of that moment. You don't feel separated. You feel like you're together. You don't feel like a collection of several different walks and ways. You feel like you're united with the several different personalities that you have tucked away inside of you. And don't say you're the same person every day. I don't believe in that theory. But then again, who am I? Let me go back in my books and find out where all that started to divide. I'm Errol, and that's The Daily Mess.